Hello, my name is John Plevka, and I am the general manager at the student newspaper at Illinois State University called the Vidette. I'm also an adjunct instructor at the School of Communication. I teach a couple of classes, Com 165, which is news writing and online reporting. And then I teach that in the fall semesters, and then in the spring, I teach a class, it's a number 28, Com 285, and it's news features and online production. Both classes are very digital in nature, and I think we introduce a lot of the tools and hopefully that you're already using. If you want to be a storyteller these days, you should be using these tools, and certainly we build upon that in both of these classes. So I'd encourage you, if you are any kind of comm student, to look into these either of these courses, regardless of whether you're majoring in journalism. Something else I'd certainly encourage you to look into, and again, regardless if you're a journalism major, it's not required that you be a journalism major, and that's to work at the Vidette. It's a student-run newspaper. It's been around for over 130 years. We work out of our own building. I'll give you a real quick tour in a second here. But we're very proud of what we do here. We still publish a newspaper, but we're deeply invested in our digital presentation, and that's digitally presented in a lot of different channels. Certainly our website, which is very active, our social media channels, which are very active, video and podcasting, blogging, and photography certainly is a big part of what we do with photo galleries and the multimedia, folding words and stories together. So certainly if you have any kind of interest in any of those areas of communication, we certainly encourage you to take a look at the Vidette. Again, we've been around for a long time. We rank very highly. The last 2 out of the last 3 years, the Vidette has earned first place for general excellence, and that competing among other campus newspaper organizations in the state of Illinois. And there's some very good ones out there, a couple of Big Ten schools that are in our same competition area. So we're proud of the work that we do here, the students generating the content and developing and managing that content on all these platforms. It's a great experience, even if you don't necessarily plan a career in newspapers. And we certainly understand that newspapers are perhaps fading into the sunset here, but that doesn't mean that good storytelling is fading into our sunset. In fact, if anything, I make the point to high school students on up to college students and to postgraduate students that if anything, really there's probably never been a time to be a storyteller in terms of the tools that you have at your disposal. Shooting this little video on a phone right now is I think a great example of that, just how easy and convenient it is, that anybody can do it, but with some training to do it well and to be fair and accurate, and the types of things that we emphasize both in the classroom at the School of Communication and certainly here at the Vidette can be of tremendous value as you move into the job market and start competing for internships and real jobs in whatever branch of communications. For me, I didn't attend ISU. I'm a proud graduate of Eastern Illinois University, a journalism degree in 1980, a long time ago. Great school, and very proud of the journalism program that's at Eastern. And but very happy to be here at ISU for the last entering my 9th year here at ISU. And prior to that, my career has been pretty much in newspapers and digital delivery the last few years, serving as managing editor at the Lincoln, Illinois Courier, managing editor at the Journal Standard up in Freeport, and managing editor at the Herald News over in Joliet. And then finally, about 12 years associated with the Journal Star in Peoria, first as an assistant managing editor and then as the managing editor for the largest downstate paper in Illinois. There was an opening to join the Vidette staff in 2012. I looked into it, and they took a chance on me, and so here I am. But again, very proud of the work that the students are doing. I'm here as an advisor. to work with the students and hopefully trying to point them in the right direction on a lot of things. But it really truly is genuinely a student-run newspaper and news organization. I say newspaper, but again, we put so much emphasis on our digital platforms that we've made that transition over the last few years from print into digital. And so, very excited to have you take a look at the Vidette and either of my courses in the School of Comm. If you'd like to apply for the Vidette, it's easy peasy. Just go to videtteonline.com. In the upper left-hand side, there's some navigation. One of the drop-downs is Join the Vidette, and you can join as an intern. You don't have to come in here with a lot of experience. That's what we're here for, is to provide that experience. So take a chance. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, you come in, you take a look, and it doesn't work for you, no worries. There are opportunities to earn academic credit through the School of Communication, through the Department of English, through the College of Business. There are some internship opportunities here. There are, at this point, still some paid positions, not necessarily for entry level at this point, but we certainly would encourage you to get involved and take a look. I don't think you'll regret it. I obviously am not an objective observer on this one, but the testimonials over the years, I think, validates the value and the continued value of the experience here at the Vidette. So take a look. In the meantime, we'll take a quick look around the building and certainly encourage you, even with social distancing, if you'd like to stop by the Vidette building. We're kind of on the north end of campus. We're not in Fell Hall with the rest of the School of Comm, but certainly encourage you to stop by and take a look-see. So I look forward to meeting you. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm at jpplev as in Victor K at ilstu.edu. Certainly look forward to, if you'd like to reach out, look forward to chatting with you and hopefully getting to know you and maybe seeing you either in the classroom or here in the newsroom at the Vidette. Thanks so much. Okay, as promised, we're going to take a quick tour of the Vidette here, and we're still in my office right now, and as you might be able to gather, I'm a little bit of a Cardinals fan, St. Louis Cardinals fan, including a little bobblehead of our own Paul DeYoung back in there, with the little collection and a bunch of other crazy Cardinal stuff here, so including a Cardinal scorecard from a few years ago. And we'll get out here into the actual real world of the Vidette here, and this is what my little world looks like. So Cardinal fans definitely welcome. Cub fans, no, obviously we love those Cub fans too. Here we go. Here's our newsroom. Nobody in the building right now, but this kind of gives you a sense of our setup here. As you can see throughout, covering a lot of the walls here are assorted awards, mostly through statewide competition in an organization called the Illinois College Press Association, in which we compete. And as I mentioned earlier, we've done quite well. We have a blend of Macintosh and PC-based hardware here, and I have a little photo area over here, and this is a little conference area, and this is where the editor-in-chief currently, Lizzie Siles is our editor-in-chief here at the Vidette, and she will be very anxious to meet you if you would like to come and join our little party. Little area here. We are connected to the social media lab, the SMAC lab. We have a direct link to that here in this Vidette newsroom. And an area over here, just kind of our front desk. Farther on down the room here is the business area where we still sell advertising, and we have a marketing team that works out of this podded area over here. And speaking of pods, we'll take a quick look at our podcast room. We've converted an office to a little bit of a makeshift studio here, more and more popular through podcasting. We do have a conference room in here, nice big long fancy table, some storage in the back, more plaques, fanning around, and we'll swing into which I hadn't turned the light on yet, into our little podcast room here. So it's not super soundproofy kind of thing, but it works, and I think we get pretty good sound quality. We've kind of pasted a bunch of our favorite front pages onto the walls here, so it's a nice little area, and we enjoy doing the podcasts. And kind of swinging back out here to the newsroom, you'll notice we have a Blackhawks jersey from 2009 from their Stanley Cup Championship. One of Vidette alums is an executive. Jay Blunk is an executive VP with the with the Blackhawks and gave that to the Vidette as a gift a few years ago when they won the Cup, which has visited the Vidette building 3 times, by the way. The Lord Stanley Cup has been in this space. So if you're a hockey fan, if you're a Blackhawks fan, whatever, we have a connection here. And Jay Blunk's just one of many very successful Vidette alums who are out there in the real world, who have stayed loyal to this place. So again, certainly encourage you to give us a look-see. If you are in the area, you're thinking about a career in communications, and that includes television. This works very compatibly. A lot of our students work at TV10 and WZND, the radio station, so this is not restrictive in terms of what you can and can't do. We encourage involvement with all those platforms. So again, I mentioned my email address if you'd like to reach out to me. Certainly follow me on Twitter. I'm at jplevka. J as in John, P-L-E-V as in Victor, K-A. Give me a follow on Twitter. And again, look forward to hopefully meeting you at some point. Thanks, guys.